preached to in the stadium. And they're not as important as that one little child. And so what fathers do today is they try to give toys and stuff as a replacement for a relationship. But the child don't want a toy. They want you. Come on, am I right about it? Some of y'all know I'm telling the truth. They don't want a toy. That's proven out because you give them a toy and they play with the box. They don't care about toys. They care about relationship. They don't want what you got. They want you. And you're more valuable. You know what? Even a no good, low down dad is better than a no dad at all. Because you know what? Here's the thing about it, is the child doesn't distinguish between a good dad and a bad dad. The child just distinguishes a dad. That's my dad. Your dad, he ain't no good. He a drunk. Go ahead and say that to him out on the schoolyard. And it can be all true. Dad can be a drunk, low down, womanizer, running the streets. But boy, to that boy, he's my hero. And if you say anything about my dad, you might be able to whip me, but I'm going to get one lick in. That's going to be the first one. Dads are very, very important. And yet we feel like we're not. I grew up, and I never ever, and it's not an indictment, but what I want to show you is that where your dad, you don't have to fail where your dad failed. My father never ever told me he loved me. I've never ceased to tell my son I love him. Son got married last week. I was so proud of him. There's no need to clap it. That wasn't no, he was supposed to. So, and I was so proud of him and everything, and and he's a guy very much like me, and I wanted to spend just some time with him, just for a moment, but it was impossible because there were so many people around celebrating him, and it was him and his wife's day, and I just grabbed him by his head, kissed him, and said, I love you, boy, and I'm proud of you. And that's not something that I just say. It's true. I do love my son, and I am proud of him. And when he has children, I want him to know how to be a loving father. A father is not just the guy that beats everybody when he gets home. And mothers, if that's the image that you're portraying of dad, you need to stop that immediately. Okay? Because you don't want the children to fear father. You want them to respect him. You want them to know that, you know what, he's the good guy, if he is the good guy. And if he ain't the good guy, start building him up like he is one, and maybe he'll start living like you say he is. We got to get into some Bible, because Rod Reed will be mad if I don't get into the Bible. Let's go to the book of 1 Samuel. And I just want to show you that, glory, you can be important and still be a lousy father. I said, I want to show you that you can be a good man, doing good things, and even working in ministry, but never, in God's eyes, be a good father. Watch this. Go to 1 Samuel, somebody. The 2nd chapter and the 12th verse. And this is Eli, who is the high priest over Israel at this time. The judges are about to fade out, Rod Reed. And in fact, Samuel was the last judge. Okay, so you had judges and you had priests. Eli was a priest. Okay, and there's some interesting dynamics going on here. In 1 Samuel 2 and 12, it says, Now the sons of Eli were corrupt. They did not know the Lord. Read. How in the world can the preacher's kids not know the Lord? You know how? Because while the preacher is out doing his work with the people, he's doing nothing with his sons. I wonder how many big-time preachers are being celebrated by this world, and they're doing nothing. Their children don't even know God.